everyone. First, Justine again here. Hello. Thank you for everyone to join the online courses, and other people maybe review this class online in the future. So today our topic is how to make your own Chinese name. So having a standard Chinese name is becoming really increasingly popular among non-native Chinese speakers. Chinese culture has been showing its powerful impacts around the world. So knowing the meaning of the character and knowing the background history or the meaning after this character is very important by having a Chinese name. Right, so let's talk about the difference between Chinese name and English name. So first, it's orders, number of the words, and the last name change after marriage. So this is the three different parts between the Chinese and English name. We talk one by one, okay? So the first one, orders, in Chinese, 顺序. So the orders of our names are different. So you see the Chinese always put our last name at the first place and then come up with the given name. And English will put the first and then come up with the last name. So the orders was opposite, right? Okay, so here I put two characters here. Last name in Chinese is 姓, 姓. And this is the given name, 名, 名, 名. Okay, so put it together, 姓名, it's name. This is my Chinese name. So my last name is Wang. This is my last name. So I put it in the first place.
It means king.
And then come with my given name, Xiaojing. So my full name is Wang Xiaojing. Okay, so last name, given name. Okay, and my English name is Justine. So in the orders, my English name will be Justine Wang, right? Justine Wang. So opposite, this is my last name. This is my given name. Okay, next. The second difference part is the number of the words. 词, 数. So in Chinese, usually we have 2 or 3 characters. It's very common. And 4 characters or more characters are really rare to see. So usually our last name is 1 character and our given name will be 1 or more character. And in English, I believe 3 to 4 words are in common. And I don't know, did you know anyone have a name, like a long name, have more than 5 words? That will be really rare, right? Now we talk about the third difference of the Chinese name and English name. So the last name change after marriage. So in Chinese, we call it 随夫姓. 随 means follow. 夫 means husband. 姓, your last name, right? So after your husband's last name. So it means when you get married, you may change your last name with your husband, right? Okay, so 随夫姓. In China, only Hong Kong, China, Hong Kong add their husband's last name in front of their name. They not change their last name. Instead, they add the husband's last name in front of their last name. So there's a 2 last name in front of the name, right? And in China mainland, we doesn't do this part. I mean, I get married and I keep my own name. I don't follow my husband's last name. But I believe that most of the Western country, the woman, female would change their last name after they get married, right? If you're married to someone called Sam Smith, then you will become blah, blah, Smith, Justine Smith, right? Smith, you are the Smith family, right? So here is the example. This lady in this picture, she is a Hong Kong chef executive right now. And her original name is, maiden name is Zheng Yue. Zheng, the first character, is her last name. Yue is the given name. This is her maiden name. So after she married this guy, Mr. Lin, then her name become Lin Zhenyue. So instead of changing her last name, she adds husband's last name in front of her last name. And in English name, I found two examples here. Victoria Beckham, famous lady, and Hillary Clinton, right? So they all changed their last name after their husbands. All right, now we go to the most important part. How to make a Chinese name. There's two ways to have a Chinese name. Let's talk about the simple one first. Translate your English name into Chinese. So exactly the Chinese translation of your English name. That will be very simple, right? Every word have a translation. And then the hard one is create a brand new Chinese name from picking a Chinese character, making the character have some meaning or I don't know, something like related to your name or background, your history to make your. So here, hi Megan, I make your name as an example. So Megan Lane, your Chinese name, if translated exactly, will be like this. Megan Lai En. This is your exact translation in Chinese. Then here, introduction about how to make your Chinese name in a hard way. So in the West, people's surname often comes from their family, right? We do the same thing. And then create by your parents give you the given name and carry meanings and to put some older generations' wishes for your child's future. And in China, we have a book called 百家姓. 百家姓. 百 means 100. So 家 means home. And 姓, last name. There's 100 last name for picking. And in this book, a classic Chinese text composed of more than 500 surnames, where you can find most commonly used surname and pick anyone you like. So I have some tips about how to make your own Chinese name. Tips 1, find the one sounds similar to your own name. I give an example here. This guy's name is Kevin Rood, right? Kevin Rood. So his Chinese name will be Lu Kewen. You see, it's really similar pronunciation as his English name. His last name is Rood, so Chinese, he makes a similar sound. And the given name is Kevin, and the given name is Kewen. So it's similar. And the second example, use the same letter to find the character. So here example, this guy is John Huntsman. John Huntsman. His last name starts with H. So he starts the character with H. Hong. The third tips, find the character has the same meaning as your English name. Okay, what's that mean? So this lady, her name is Lily Smith. So then her English name, her Chinese name will be Jiang Baihe. And Smith is, what is Smith doing? They are doing things with metals. And in Chinese, metal called 金属奖, 金属. So they make the last name 奖. Okay, so it's the same meaning. And lily is a flower, one kind of flower, lily. Exactly in Chinese, 百合 is the flower's name. So she make the name 蒋百合. All right, the last one. Find the character which could show your dream or expectation. That is hard. How many dreams you have and how many expectations you will have in your life. So here is the example. This lady, her name is Sandra Alberling, okay? And her Chinese name is Ai Li. Ai, it's because it sounds similar. Her last name is Alberling, then this is I, Alberling, I. It's similar. And how come this name has this character Li? what that means. Li in Chinese means beauty, beautiful. So her dream or maybe her expectation is, I want to be a beautiful lady. I want to be beautiful. Then she make her name Ai Li, means I love beauty. All right, so this is all the tips to how to make your name, Chinese name. Now, I think it's your turn to think about, what if you make your own Chinese name? What would it be like? So, well, let us start from Holly. I know you learn a lot Chinese culture already. So, do you have any idea that you make a Chinese name, or you already have a Chinese name or not?
Yeah, when I was about 7 years old, when I moved to China, I was given a Chinese name, Wei He Li. So,
Oh, okay. So could you introducing your name to us?
yeah, so I think the He from He Hua is like a lotus flower, and then the same Li for beauty.
Okay.
And I think my teacher chose it because of my pale skin.
Oh, that's why. And well,
And it sounds
flower
a little
beauty.
bit like Holly, so I think
Yeah. I thought you make the name because it has a similar sound as your English name, Holly.
yeah, I think they chose it because it's that my teacher chose it for me because it has a similar sound, and then
But also have a very beautiful meaning.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. So Megan, now after knowing all the tips, would you like to use a translation name, or you prefer have a Chinese name?
Well, I don't know. I'll have a look at the link and find all the surnames. I quite like the translation of Lane. Is it lion? It just sounds like lion. It's just like brave and determined.
Yeah,
I'll have a look at the surnames.
Yeah, that's translation work. So that's why people will know about both your Chinese name and your English name at the same time if you use a translation name, and it's more direct. But it's more funny if you could make your own Chinese name that have more meaning, inside of your name. All right. And what about Yvonne? Is Yvonne here?
Yeah, I think I would definitely go for making my own Chinese name. I think it's nice to have a meaning.
And what about your translation name? I just mentioned your name will be translated into Yifeng.
Yeah, that one sounds nice. Really easy to remember.
Yeah. So those tips were helping you to make a Chinese name. I hope you could check out after the class to take a look at the link, find out the character you like. And the most importantly is find out the meaning after the character, not just the sound. Okay, not just the sound. All right, so let's go over the words we learned today in summary. So here first is 名字 means name. Okay, 名字 also 姓名 put together also means name. They are the same meaning. It's just different ways to pronounce it and different ways to write it. 姓 surname, last name, and then the next one 顺序 orders. 顺序 okay, and this is the hard character. 随夫姓 随夫姓 随 means follow, after, follow someone, after someone. Who, fu means husband, and 姓 last name, follow your husband's name, married name. 随夫姓 okay, last one 词数 okay, this means the word, and this means numbers, the number of the words, how many numbers, how many numbers of the words in your name. Okay, 词数 okay. All right, so this is all we learned today from the class. And for your summary, thank you for joining the class today. And I will share my PowerPoint on the group chat so you guys could go over and take a look at the link. And if you have any question or make a Chinese name and you have a problem, you have you will have question to ask, feel free to text me on the WeChat and ask me question, and I feel free. I will also feel happy to help you to figure out your Chinese name too. I will see you next week. Okay, next Thursday. Bye.
Thank you, Justine.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.